Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps, your intellectual Kshatriya channel, education channel. This is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy. Today I am going to talk about our game series. This is the acronym, that is essentially an abbreviation. So that is Geographic Areas Made Easy Game. This is the part 17 of the game series. In the game series, I have already put 16 presentations. This is 17. That means I will bring my 3 to 4 decades of intensive reading, understanding of the planet Earth, Bhumata, and especially the geographic areas very intuitively. This, as a curious or incisive audience, you can, excuse me for my allergies, casually bring into your normal conversations that will be very productive for your audience and listeners. And the presentation today is how you can remember the planet Earth. This is the only planet, the island in the entire universe galaxy. How you can remember the land area, water areas of the planet Earth. This is the water area. This is the land area. Very easy to remember. Here, there are 360 days, 365. You just dump them into the ocean water bodies. That is million square kilometers water area of the planet Earth. You are a healthy person, live 100 years. You are super healthy, live 50 more years. 150 you live on the land area. 150 million square kilometers. These are the million kilometer. That is, square kilometer is like this, and you put it million, 150, 360 will be round about 5-10 million square kilometers. This is the entire surface area of the planet Earth. That we have discussed so many times. This is nothing new. But how can you correlate and easily, intuitively get it based upon the Nile River? That is the point of discussion today. So the excuse me. The subtitle of the presentation is The Geographic Areas Made Easy, the Planet Earth, Land, Water Areas, Easy Remembrance, based on the Nile River, the fascinating river Nile, the mother river Nile. Here you can see from Rwanda, Burundi to Alexandria, Mediterranean Ocean, the majestic the river winds through. Based upon that length, how can you remember? That is the point of discussion today, Mitram and Bandhuvam. The wiki gives the length of the Nile 6,650 kilometers. Various sources gives little difference. That is not our concern. We made the things very easy for you. Make it 6666. That is the length of the Nile. Length of the Nile is 66 kilometers. Based upon that, we will figure it out. Our entire presentation, how to know the remaining. Sorry for this. Sorry for the disturbance. Let me close this. Yeah, the rest of the presentation. This is again our South Asia Maps, the game series, and I have already put 16 presentations. These are the almost more than 10 are European presentations concentrating on Europe. Then the first presentation in the game series, the world, planet Earth, the next surface areas of India, Pakistan, South Asia, former British India, south of Khyber and Karakoram, next Pakistan, next Northeast India, City District, Rayalaseema, Andhra Pradesh, Deccan, and princely state Asafia, Hyderabad, Nizamia, Dogra Raja's territory, Kashmir. You can go and look at them. And Mitram and Bandhvam, if you are new to our presentations, this is our education channel, South Asia Maps, and your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, already posted for your intellectual perusal, enjoyment, understanding more than 350 fascinating presentations at South Asia Maps J. Reddy. You can look at them, and I have also binned them into 30 or so playlists. You can pick and choose the point of interest you have. So coming back to the current presentation. The river, the Nile, the river, the radius, we have pointed 6666 kilometers, the Nile River here. And before that, you can see the Nile River. So it starts from Lake Victoria further south, actually in Uganda, Burundi, Rwanda areas, close to equator. You can see equator 6666. You put one Nile from here to Rosetta or Alexandria, right? And you see this, the planet Earth, this part of the hemisphere, I can put one more Nile River, 6,000, again round about 6,000 kilometers, and the bottom also put here 6,000. So this is the southern pole, this is the northern pole. So you have put the Nile River 3 times, right? So that means 6.63 times or 7 3 times will be 21. So we rounded up to 20. That means if you travel pole to pole, 3 times the Nile River, 20,000. Again you repeat it in other part of the hemisphere, again 20,000. So 20,000, 20,000 will be 40,000 will be the circumference of the planet Earth. You start here, the South Pole, go here North Pole, 20,000. Again come back from the North Pole to South Pole, 20,000. 40,000. Here you can see here in the Wikipedia, 40,000 is the equatorial circumstance. There is a little difference that we are not our concern. Meridional, we are talking about meridional here. This is equatorial. There is a mile difference, so that's not our concern. 40,000. So again, that's very easy to. So you need not even calculate by pi d. That is the standard formula. Like pi is something like 3.1 or something, and that means if you make this Nile 6,000, 3 times is 18, because it's actually 6.6 or 7, we can say round up, that will be 7 to 3 times is 21. 7 to 3 times is 21 pi d. Again make it 2 times, that is the 40 circumstance. So that is the 2 pi d. So you will get it. But here we made it very easy. 3 times Nile on this side of the hemisphere, 3 times Nile, 40,000 square kilometers. Again remember, if you just remember this 20 and 40, it becomes very intuitive to know the surface area. So how? Remember 40, that's the circumference, right? The surface area of the sphere, this is the mathematical formula, pi r square. Pi r square is the mathematical formula to get the surface area of a sphere. So this is the pi r square, 4 pi r square. R, you remember, R is 6,000, right? Or 7,000. Let's make it 6,000. 6,000 will be 36,000. Remember, it's not 6,000, it's 6.6,000, means make it 40,000, right? We got the pi r square is a 40,000. 40,000 is the one part, and 4 times pi. Pi is 3, 4 is 12. So actually 12.6, we make it 12. 12 and 40 will become 48. 12 and 40 will become 480. 40, 12 is 480. 480, instead of that, because if you round off with this, you make 500. Remember, there is the, this is the thousands, right? This is the thousand here. So again, the thousand here, so you make this, and that will become exactly 509. This is the millions. It will becomes the millions. Where it becomes the millions. 40,000 means this becomes the millions. So, so we rounded up, right? 40,000 and 12 times will be, and even 10 times will be 400 here, and so it becomes 510. So that's how we got. If you remember 40,000, you multiply it by 12 times, it will become 50,000. That means 50,000 means actually 50, 500, so 510 million. So that is very easy intuitively to remember for you. Again, so that means 510 is the entire surface area, right? So 360 here, 150. That means that becomes the 510. 510 million square kilometers. So the Nile River here, from here to here, round about 6666. Again the Rwanda, Burundi here to Alexandria, Rosetta, 6666. So what did we do exactly? We got Nile here. This is Rwanda, Burundi. This is Uganda. This is equator here. We put here one Nile. Again put one more Nile. Again put from bottom to south pole. 3 Nile rivers is 20,000. Right, we put 20,000 here and rotate it, and come here, put on that other part 20,000. That is 40,000 is the circumference. Circumference 40,000 and multiply by 12, that is 4 pi. 40, 12 becomes round about 480 or 500. That is 510 units. You can say simply units will be the surface area of the planet Earth. The entire planet Earth has the surface area of 510. The surface area is 510. If the surface area is of 510, there are 360 days in a year. Dump it in the water. 360 units, 360 million square kilometers. Because you live in the land for 100, 150 years, that is the land area of the planet Earth. Among which Europe has a 10, and United States has a 10, Canada has a 10, and People's Republic as the mainland China is 10. That means the 4 units. Nationalities: United States, Canada, the Europe, west of Ural Mountains. We consider as a 1 unit. And the China. These are 10, 10, 10. Australia is round about 7 and odd. If you add the remaining New Zealand, though, around about 8, you can make 8 million square kilometers. Brazil is almost the same, 8 million square kilometers. If 8, Brazil is 8, double that, but means 16. Actually 17 will be the entire South America. So this is a very intuitive way, and I have discussed these things very easily for you, Mitram and Bandhuam. And that is in the part 1, the geographic areas made easy. Whole series I have made where by remembering very, very small countries or 1 or 2 geographic areas, you can very intuitively know the entire planet Earth. So that is the other series you can look at in the playlist of the game. So that's what today we discussed about. Hope this presentation will be very productive and helpful to you, and in understanding, comprehending the land areas, water body areas, oceans of the planet Earth, based upon the mighty, majestic river Nile, the mother Nile, 66 kilometers. And thank you very much joining me today. And if you like the presentations, I really appreciate you take the time and to subscribe the channel, bring it to the audience, your friends, and you are always welcome. And I love to listen any of your comments or any criticisms you have or anything you want to say about the presentations. See you later. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, South Asia Maps, intellectual Kshatriya channel, and brings information on geography, Indology, human interactions on the planet Earth, human ecology.